said, go fuck yourself. What a fucking segue, am I right? Bungie said, we heard what you said. You didn't like Notswap, so we fucking did it again. We did it again. Let's just read what they have to say. For Equilibrium Dungeon Race, we once again will be enabling the Notswap modifier. This modifier will now reset your supers and ability energy, special ammo, and heavy ammo when you change the exotic or legendary armor or weapon ammo types. Note, orbs and ammo bricks are no longer affected by Notswap. Bungie said, we heard your feedback about Notswap, and we decided to take it and throw it in the fucking trash. Fuck you. So, as you can imagine, people are not happy. Made this extremely awesome graph that is very awesome, crazy. If you dislike having Notswap gear mid-counter, wanting to have locked loadout is a perfectly valid opinion. Notswap is the worst of both worlds. It has no upsides. Trying to RT every tweet calling out how stupid Notswap is, and I'm just getting rate limited by Twitter. Literally, the only thing I've seen the casual and hardcore side of the community is that Notswap is not wanted, and the fact that Bungie keeps waiting until the week before a raid or dungeon release to announce or not announce it is a slap in the face. We're listening, more like we're listing. Yes, they're listing the prices for the next, cosmetic set that's going to cost you $20. Twid versus patches. Which one is it? The ammo type trigger always made 0 cents. It's a leftover from PvP Notswap, and it would have been very good to remove it, but now the Twid says it's there. Down with Notswap. Seriously though, I can't think of a better way to piss off your players after continuous feedback that no one likes it, especially when you need to rebuild player trust. Let's build momentum, guys. Let's fucking do this thing. They keep pushing Notswap on us, but the thing that bugs the hell out of me is that there's no communication on the justification of why. The community is overwhelmingly against it, but it falls on deaf ears. Can't wait for them to change it to at a day before the last epic raid. It's dungeon though. Bungie listening is like a sinking ship. Yep. Can't believe we're still pushing for Notswap and in-game content. Feedback has been universally negative and against it. Yet here we are, finding out that Notswap is at Equilibrium at no less than 9 days before its due release. The Rad team has proven time and time again they can cook quality and difficult just fine without putting restrictions on people. Not sure what the reason is for putting Notswap here. Vesper's Host and Sundered were a universal success for the most part. Encounters start lock loadout seems like a better alternative, if anything. Early entry requirement said must have a full fire team. That has always been a thing. Recently, for streaming, it has. You have to stream and you have to have a full fire team, yes. Because cheaters were hacking in and beating the dungeon ahead of time. But when I mean cheaters, I mean full on flying around, infinite golden gunning, blasting everything to oblivion. They brute forced their way through the dungeon and got first place, and Bungie banned their account. Or not dungeon, but the last raid, right? That was a whole shebang bang. When Desert Perpetual first came out, there was clips about showcasing the boss and everything before people even got relatively close to that. Did Bungie not learn anything from the feedback about Notswap? Wait, we read that, I think. Did we? No, T-Storm. Seriously, complete joke that this is on another race. Notswap is a great addition to day one experience in Destiny 2. If you don't like it, then maybe you're just not good as though you were. Okay, so he's making fun of people who don't raid. Oh, it's for the streaming? Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, no, it's no. It's not just for streaming. Like, it is the day one. Like, you cannot launch it without a fire team. But they did that specifically for the world's first race. I presume this means Notswap is staying for day ones, arguably the worst change ever implemented for raid racing. I understand there was a large voice advocating for this to be implemented, but no high-end player that I'm aware of enjoys it. Please remove it. We were really expecting Bungie to actually do something about Notswap. They're gonna keep that modifier on for eternity, no matter how much people complain. Just like the portal, they do not care about what you say. If they spent time on something, then it stays. Don't worry, guys. It'll get Notswap disabled. I don't want to be rude, but I don't get how this even happens. Like, surely one person at the company can read the TWID before publishing it and notice this giant inconsistency. Notswap has like 3 rules. It isn't rocket science. I hate Notswap. Hate it. Please stop with Notswap. This really turned me off from enjoying the game. Another contest ruined by Notswap. Notswap, yeah. Episode heresy. Think about this example where the Notswap activity modifier, it has become a modifier. I don't do day 1 content these days, but generally don't understand the Notswap complaints. Like, what's the point of perfectly builds if you can just freely swap to the best thing for the job and with little to no downside? Someone's not gonna be happy if they see your. I'm surprised this person didn't get attacked. Now watch, after contests they're gonna say, we understand we missed the mark with Notswap and we'll be looking to alter it for the upcoming Renegades dungeon race. Rest assured we're listening. Wait, this was in September? Dude, this is from December, and I think they altered it, but they definitely didn't do it. Notswap doesn't work in Destiny 2 endgame. Simple as that. That being said, I think a better version of Notswap would be like, if you're out of combat for X amount of time, you can swap. Otherwise, you can't. It would still be Notswap, dog shit, but I think it makes more sense. Notswap has made this not a happy Thursday. You'll be lucky if they don't delete loadouts. That's in October. Notswap is the best thing ever happened to Destiny 2, the video game. DMG, can we please stop trying to make Notswap work? The team cannot afford to make these awful changes right now. Please don't ruin another day 1. Too late. Man, this sure was smart. We have people with double. Oh, we'll get back to that in a minute. There are 30 people playing the dungeon on contest, and we still have Notswap. Let's build some momentum. Let's fucking do this thing. Am I right? The majority of people that have stuck around after the disaster that was Edge Fate are hardcore dungeon raiders and raid. Yeah, raid dungeon raid players. Now, months after endless feedback about how much they hated Notswap, you decide to run it back. Y'all, Bungie just want this game to die. I'm telling you, Bungie does everything that they possibly can to kill any momentum. To, like, a lot of the people that were praising Renegades are now upset. It's like, hey, how to build some positivity points with some of your more dedicated diehard. They're really gonna just eat whatever you throw out, except when you really fuck them over, which Bungie said, hey, we're gonna try to really fuck you over. I'll give basic anything to go ahead at least once with an open mind. Did not enjoy Notswap with Epic DP. Had a way more fun doing swaps and base DP. Gotta swap either way. Let me go crazy. With this Notswap announcement, I think the community should now always expect contests to have Notswap, which sucks a lot, but it seems like Bungie doesn't care what the community wants. Honestly, just no reaction to seeing Notswap back. Disastrously stupid decision making. What if I didn't eat, sleep, or hydrate until Notswap got removed in retaliation? My life is in Bungie's hands, and if I die for the people, and it'll get Notswap removed. I will die for the cause. I hope you have life insurance, because Bungie's about to let you die so quick, and they don't know who you are, and they won't care. They will be like, who? Okay, make money. Bungie don't care, man. You don't. That is a bet. That's a gamble that you will always lose. It's like going to a gambling table, but no one is gambling with you, and you just throw your money out there. There's nothing to win, but you always lose. Like no one's playing the game. No, they're not playing that game. No. Not swapping the dungeon. Whenever someone tries to defend Notswap, this is how I imagine them reacting to loadout swapping. You know, it would also make sense if they just put a cooldown on swapping. Like, if you're in orbit, who cares? Or if you're not in middle of combat, there should be it's so simple. Like, They put cooldowns on every fucking thing, but they can't put a cooldown on the loadout swap during action time. Like, it's just dumb. They designed this game to give players choice, then they want you to do the challenge content without being able to swap stuff. Listen, I think it is fucking stupid that it does become swap, but I think one of the biggest issues is because it's one of the biggest issues is because Bungie straight up isn't providing the roles that people would like to use, right? I think if people can customize, like, the biggest thing for day ones is having high super, high weapons, and if you let people build into those stats, you might see less swapping, right? You're going to see mod swapping, which is still going to be a thing that happens. Like, people could, well, if you got rid of loadouts, people would still weapon swap or armor swap, especially the boots. Like, I think the boots will be the biggest swap thing, and maybe exotics. Like, people will still do it in some way. They'll min-max the optimization. Might as well just lock our loadouts on day one activities at this rate. Literally no one wants Notswap. I think a lot of people would rather have locked loadouts. I don't know. I personally don't understand why. I guess it's to make it more fair for everyone. Because you're thinking people who are actually going to attempt this race, it's more fair for them if everyone's locked out. But from like a game point design, Notswap is better than locked loadouts. Straight up, because you can still probably manipulate and abuse it swapping in some way, not maybe to the highest degree, but I don't know, man. I personally don't care. I think people should just be able to play how the fuck they want, and if someone's like 360 no scoping swaps and able to murder a boss faster than someone else, then, you know, let them pop the fuck off. Like, it's a fucking video game. Who gives a fuck? It's literally a video game. It's not like we've got thousands of dollars on the line, some kind of competition. This isn't like fucking sports. It's just for a fucking trophy. Let people have their fucking fun. Let their engine's so ass they probably can't put cooldowns on swapping. Probably. Can we just admit that Notswap was not a good idea and removing it from the game, please? This is the third, fourth time it's been tweaked now. I have not seen a single person say anything good about Notswap. You guys had a good DLC launch. The content has been fun, and we are excited for the dungeon. And in one singular twid, you ruined the entire experience because nobody likes Notswap, and we told you that. And you will continue to force it on us with no transparency as to why. Get a fucking grip. People are fucking mad. People are fucking mad, dude. They're pissed. I prefer Bungie's engine to Unreal Engine 5. I mean, I'd prefer... Go back. Can we go back to Unreal Engine 4? Can we go back? Go backwards with that? Abolish Notswap? No good players like Notswap. Hot take, if you can't work around Notswap, you aren't a good player. That's a spicy fucking take. That's a spicy take. I don't engage in world's first races contest mode rarely, if ever. And even I know Notswap is bad for the game. I don't know why casual players think it's healthy. Can the team work on removing Notswap from the dungeon race? Bungie, please stop ruining the best thing there is to care about in the game. Rad content and competition. With how encounters are designed, Notswap adds nothing and only takes away to making things simpler. That's not innovation. That's incompetence in your own meta. It should not exist. Just lock on encounter start at this point if you want to continue shoving Notswap down our throats. Notswap discourse is always so painful to read. Like, why is this guy saying loadout macros are we dead ass? I'm curious if there was any updates, the more latest. Yeah, like D has their own engine. It's crazy optimized, and D is smaller than Bungie. Yeah, but you're talking about a company that is able to thrive off one game for 13 years, whereas Bungie couldn't even survive off of one, and their second game was about to die multiple times. And if it wasn't for Activision, they would have died. Well, not Activision. If it wasn't for Sony, they would have died. They would have went whoop, magically delicious. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that Bungie continues to push something that is not liked. People fucking hate this modifier. It is really freaking stupid. It's so bad. It doesn't make sense. It really, truly doesn't make sense. And they're not going to try to justify it because they know they can't. Here's the deal. Bungie's going to push this and continue to push it because they know that people are still going to fucking race. They don't give a shit about numbers. They're going to put that out there and they're going to let people who want to race. And that's all they care about. They don't care. If you think Bungie cares about these people bitching about, no, if they cared, it wouldn't be back. But because it happened with the Epic raid, and the Epic raid was a complete failure, like no one was interested in watching it, and very few people actually fucking played it. But here we have Bungie continue to repeat the same pattern, even though people were also up in arms and upset. You even had some competitive teams step away because of all the stuff that Bungie was doing and not listening. Bungie don't give a shit. If they won't listen to some of their core, most, dedicated players that are just constantly, playing this game to an ungodly, unhealthy amount, they're not willing to listen to those people. They're not going to listen to fucking anyone. Sony has patience, but I don't think it's going to wait till they're going to pull some out of the Mary Poppins bag. Sony's just waiting for a marathon and probably going to cut Bungie down. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. The fact that Destiny, the season, is now 230 days, and that's just supposed to be just for this half of the season, because unless Bungie does not plan to update the season pass for the mid-season update, but 230 days is a long fucking time. Like how many? It's like 30. I don't want to do math. It's at least more than, it's like 3-4 months, 5. So unless they're putting it all together, it could be the normal stretch of time that we had before. I don't know. Man, I miss Destiny pre-Edge of Fate, how everything in the game worked before. I thought that the way things worked were fine. We never needed Notswap in raids before. We never needed Notswap. And yes, I know, it is most recent that we got loadout swapping. But still, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think, I'm going to be honest, what casual is ever going to get a day one just because they didn't swap loadouts? It's not fair to console players. Let's be honest. Console players were able to, I think 1 or 2 console player teams were able to beat the Epic, not the Epic, but the Desert Perpetual, the original one, when very few people actually did. Let's be honest with ourselves. Teams that are fucking cracked are going to be able to do it. Teams that aren't are not going to be able to do it. That's the whole point of it being a competition, right? And that's why I'm glad that they're making it to where as soon as the raid race is over, or the dungeon race too is over, you'll have access to the normal mode. So people that want to fucking play the content can do it immediately afterward. And I think that is a great middle point. Love the Halo 2 background music. Been a while since I really played Destiny 2. Not fond of you have been in a clan to get anywhere. Love from Denmark. Not fun. You have to be in a clan to get anywhere. Love Denmark. If you're wanting to play in-game content, if you don't have a clan that's, oh, by the way, shout out to Denmark. If you don't have people that you play with, you're going to have a harder time. You could still LFG, but it's definitely harder. It is just, and now you're taking the added risk that people will be cheating, hacking, infinite super, all that bullshit. That is going to be a thing. If they can't bring people come back to Destiny 2, they can't make Marathon. As someone who's played Marathon, I can neither confirm. Actually, I can confirm whatever I fucking want. Based on footage, I was not impressed of the Marathon Alpha, and I think if you don't like Marathon, you didn't like the alpha footage that Bungie showcased, I don't see like the idea that people think that Bungie is going to magically change everything. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. That's not unrealistic. So if you didn't already like Marathon, I don't think you will. I think, and that's just a general opinion and statement based on the fact that they only have a couple months to do stuff. Outside of that, I don't even know when the next playtest is. I mean, I can't even talk about my experience with the playtest, which does suck because I'm under NDA, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, just be honest. I don't get that Bungie doesn't listen to even its most dedicated players. But yep, that's my thoughts. Let me know. Do you like Notswap? Do you not like Notswap? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Have a good one.